From the Bronx, MLB Network brings you baseball from Yankee Stadium. It's Game 5 of the American League Championship Series between the Houston Astros and the New York Yankees. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Here's Michael Brantley. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. The 3-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. Now at the plate, Josh Reddick, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Brantley on at first, nobody out. And this is on the ground is short, could be two. LeMahieu for one. On to first, and it's a quick two as Reddick bounces into a double play. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
The second baseman.
Just getting started here in the Bronx. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold a glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up and he couldn't recover in time.
Two out with the man at first. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside quarter, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 1 left for Houston, and now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that could work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. This will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Batting second, the center fielder.
At the plate, Aaron Hicks. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Well, this isn't his more accomplished side. As a general rule, he's a much better hitter from the right side, but they're looking for him to come through here, swinging the bat left-handed.
This pitch is popped up. Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here, 2 away.
Batting third.
And with
the
2
right
away,
fielder.
here's a look at our updated playoff brackets. The question on everyone's mind is, will we be able to punch our first ticket to the World Series after tonight's ball game? Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Still no score. Digging in, Alex Bregman. His career numbers in this matchup, he's 0 for 4. Weak grounder down the first baseline. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Digging in, Carlos Correa. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the 3-2 pitch. Count remains full. No score here as we play inning number 2. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter.
Digging in now,
Jordan
Alvarez. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. The 1-2. Line toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
So digging in now, Yuli Gurriel. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's 1 for 2. Fouled away. Alvarez at second with 2 down. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Now a swing and a miss, and Stanton is down on strikes for round number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
Hitter.
No doubt, Manny. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Into the box, Torres. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Another full count pitch home. Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up, or he can really hurt him.
A ball and 2 strikes.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Push softly over toward the right side. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Batting 7.
You know, it's funny. The first two strikes are for the fans. You're trying to put balls in the seats right there. With 2 strikes, it's for the team. You got to shorten up and find a way. And that's exactly what he did right there. Soft liner into right field for a base hit.
Standing in now, Gio Urshela. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
In now, Luke Voigt. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. 1-run score. The relay, and he is in there.
Hey, this one's a long way from being over, D-Roll, but that big base hit right there gives him a 2-run lead.
Yeah, without question right there. Huge at bat. Gives his team the lead. Hopefully the pitcher's able to settle down now. He's got some runs on his back, and he's able to go out and execute.
Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. Bregman gloves it. Altuve for 1. Over to Gurriel for an inning-ending double play. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Settling in now, Robinson Chirinos, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
3-2, full count. Fouled off. Try it again. 3-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at-bat. Then he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work, but I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
Into the box, Michael Brantley. Hit hard to the right side. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Up next for the Astros, the right fielder.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and that brings up the former Gold Glover Josh Reddick. Now a breaking ball, but it's low.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Brantley leads off first with 1 away. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman.
In now, Jose Altuve, who comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Rounded down the third baseline. The 1-2. Hit back up the middle. And he'll just step on second for the force, and that'll do it for this half inning. Astros leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes that one for strike 2 on the inside corner. The 2-2. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Altuve is there. Makes the play. One away.
Now batting.
One out here in the Yankees' third inning. And that'll bring up the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. Here comes the 1-2 to Hicks. One out, nobody on. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Reddick has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
The right fielder, number 99. Aaron.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge. The 1-1 home. Liner toward right center. Reddick is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Here's George Springer. The 3-1. Swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
Bounce towards the second baseman. LeMahieu is up with it, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Alex Bregman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. 3-2 now.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
The batter, number 1, shortstop Carlos.
So a runner at first with one man gone, and the former number 1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. Count is 1-2 now. The ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone. And it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Standing in now, Jordan Alvarez in for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. 1 left for Houston. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, and leading off the inning, the big right-handed slugger, Giancarlo Stanton. Now the 1-1 pitch. A bouncer to the left side, scooped up on the backhand. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so no surprise here that they're giving it another look, and they may decide to challenge the call on the field.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout, but here's another look at it. Wow, tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch, 2 away.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there.
Got
it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
In now, Miguel Andujar. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. 2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Started to go around, but it's a called 3rd strike anyway, and that will retire the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings specifically about his club's offense to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Here's the 2-1 home. And he missed again, high and away this time, 3-1.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Robinson Chirinos.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Robinson Chirinos. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Heading after it is Judge, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Up next for the Astros.
Back to the top of the order now, and that brings in the left-handed hitting outfielder Michael Brantley. Here's a called strike on the curveball, 1-2.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should
be. To second for 1, on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Astros are down quietly. They trail things here 2-0. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Popped up, and this is taken in for out number 1.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, Luke Voit.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And up next, the power bat of Luke Voit. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And a diving effort there, but will come up empty. It's a base hit.
Hey, guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
All even now, 2-2. Set, and the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Hit hard towards center. Oh, and he misses it. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. And he's safe. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Yanks leave 1. They're up 2-0. Stepping in is Josh Reddick.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Pops this one up. LeMahieu on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Altuve.
1 away for the Astros here in the 6th. And striding in, the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. Line drive to left. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
The center fielder, number 4, George Springer.
So here's the cleanup hitter, George Springer. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. The 1-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
The batter.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1, 2, 3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
Stepping in now, Alex Bregman. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. A bouncer to the left side. Andujar's got it. Throw on to Voigt takes care of him, and the inning is over. Astros leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Digging in now for the Yankees, Aaron Hicks. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And it's fouled away. The 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
Into the box, Aaron Judge. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Springer has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Riding in once again, Giancarlo Stanton. He was a ground out victim last time up. The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. Hit sharply on the ground. And there's his first base hit in this one.
That's a grind pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate.
Now
and this batter's able to fight and keep his hands inside this baseball and drive it for a knock. Impressive.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. The 1-2. Now a hard liner. Foul. The 1-2. And another foul ball. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. One left for the Yankees as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here in the Bronx, it's on to the 7th now in game number 5. But before the inning gets underway, let's fill you in on what's happened with our game summary. Here's Carlos Correa now. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Correa, left field and carrying well. Gone to lead off the inning. It's a solo shot here for Carlos Correa, his 3rd home run of this series, and the Astros are on the board. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
Standing in now, Jordan Alvarez. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
The first baseman, number 10, Yuli Gurriel.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-1 home. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 1-2. Here's a curveball taken low for a ball.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
Bases are empty, one man out. Shot toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
Ready for another shot now, Robinson Chirinos. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command, even if he's still throwing strikes? Stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hicks on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Astros claw back a bit on this solo home run. Get up and stretch. It's the Yankees 2 and the Astros 1. Next for New York, Miguel Andujar. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And that misses ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen. That'll end the evening for Justin Verlander. He'll leave after 6 and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. Ryan Presley takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 55, Ryan Presley.
Gio Urshela will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. The 1-2. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? There's one on to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get one, which they did there.
Ready once again, Luke Voigt. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Gary Sanchez, fouled away. The 1-2 rolled slowly down the third baseline. Played on the backhand. Onto Altuve for the force out, and the inning is over. So no runs here, no base hits, no errors, and one man left on. 8th inning coming up. It's the Yankees 2 and the Astros 1. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Michael Brantley. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Pulled toward right center field. Judge is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The bat.
8th inning from Yankee Stadium. Yankees on top in this one at home as you get a look at the line score. So coming to the plate, Josh Reddick. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
One run, 5 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. So 1-1. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Now here it comes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. High in the air out to center field. Stanton giving chase. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Now batting, second baseman, Altuve.
So striding forward now, Jose Altuve. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Dylan Betances enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
Dylan Betances.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 1-2-3 go the Astros. Our score remains 2-1. Chris Davinsky is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, DJ LeMahieu. He was thrown out at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, his wheels got him in trouble a little bit last time. Tried to take advantage. Thought the defense was napping a little bit. In retrospect, maybe he should have just shut it down and steal second base.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Into the box now, Aaron Hicks. In the air out to straightaway left. Brantley's after it. He's there and records the first out.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
So a runner at first now with one away, and that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike three.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3-2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Into the box, Giancarlo Stanton. Hard hit ball to short. Reined in. On to Altuve for the force out, and the inning is over. One hit, one left. We're on to the ninth now in game number 5. It's the Yankees 2 and the Astros 1. Stepping into the box, George Springer. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
The 2-1 home doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. Previous history against Dellin Betances, he's 0 for 4. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Fouled off. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, there's only a one-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
At the plate, Alex Bregman. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Springer aboard here at first with nobody out. Fastball well outside. The 2-2 one more time. It's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is straining him on base. And now with one out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
So a runner at first now with one away, and the former #1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
Aroldis Chapman takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 54, Aroldis Chapman.
Runner at first here, one man out. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Now at the plate, Jordan Alvarez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Lifted in the air out to left. Stanton has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Now batting, the first baseman, Yuli Gurriel.
Striding into the box, Yuli Gurriel. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. The set and the 1-1. And this will be a called strike 2. And trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Now the Yankee Stadium crowd, 52,000 plus on their feet. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Last strike now for Houston. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Stepping up now, Robinson Chirinos. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. Lifted down the line in left. Stanton coming on. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Wow, that 9th inning was unbelievable. They load the bases with the tying run at third and the go-ahead run on second, but they can't find a way to bring them home. So close, but yet so far.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Yanks now trail 3-2 in this league championship series. Jordan Montgomery earns the victory on the mound. Justin Verlander pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball.